What if I told you that to get that perfect hourglass figure, some people in the past would willingly swallow a parasite? Yes, a living, wriggling tapeworm. It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, but this was a rumored and incredibly dangerous diet trend from the Victorian era. Today we're diving deep into the bizarre and terrifying world of the tapeworm diet. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we explore the strangest corners of history. And trust me, it doesn't get much stranger than this. The Victorian era, from the 1830s to the early 1900s, was a time of immense change. Industrialization, new technologies, and very weird beauty standards. For women, the ideal was a tiny, wasp-like waist, pale skin, and a generally frail appearance. Think corsets pulled so tight they could barely breathe. But what if corsets weren't enough? Enter the tapeworm diet. The idea was deceptively simple and horrifically genius in a way. You swallow a tapeworm egg, usually in pill form. This egg hatches inside your intestines, and the tapeworm grows, attaching itself to your intestinal wall. What does it do there? It eats. It eats the food you eat. The theory was that you could eat whatever you wanted: cakes, pastries, lavish meals, and the tapeworm would absorb most of the calories, letting you lose weight without any effort. It was marketed as the ultimate weight loss solution. Eat all you want and still get skinny. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's because it was. Now, let's get one thing straight. Was this a widespread common practice? Historians are actually divided on this. There's a lot of debate about whether people actually did this, or if it was more of an urban legend, a friend of a friend kind of story amplified by sensational advertising. Ads for tapeworm pills were definitely a thing. They'd show a skinny person next to a jar supposedly containing their expelled tapeworm, with taglines like, "Eat, eat, and always stay thin." These ads were designed to prey on the insecurities of women desperate to achieve the era as punishing beauty standards. But finding concrete, first-hand accounts of people successfully using this method is incredibly difficult. It was more of a medical myth, a shocking rumor that captured the public's imagination. But let's imagine for a second that someone did try it. What would actually happen? This is where it goes from weird to downright dangerous. First off, you're intentionally infecting yourself with a parasite. Tapeworms or cestodes are not your friends. While the idea is that they just hang out in your gut, they can cause a whole host of nasty symptoms. We're talking abdominal pain, nausea, diarrhea, weakness, and malnutrition. You might lose weight, but not because of some magic calorie zapping. You lose weight because you're sick. You're malnourished because the worm is stealing vital nutrients your body needs to function. Iron deficiency leading to anemia was a common side effect. So you get that pale, frail look the Victorians loved, but you feel absolutely terrible. And that's just the best case scenario of this terrible idea. The real danger comes when things go wrong. See, there are different types of tapeworms. The most common one from undercooked beef, Taenia saginata, usually stays in your intestines. It can grow to be enormous. We're talking up to 30 feet long. Imagine that living inside you. But other types, like the pork tapeworm, Taenia solium, are far more sinister. If you ingest the eggs of a pork tapeworm, the larvae don't just stay in your gut. They can migrate. They can travel through your bloodstream and form cysts in other parts of your body. This condition is called cysticercosis. And these cysts can end up anywhere. In your muscles, causing lumps and pain. In your eyes, causing blindness. Or in the most terrifying scenario, in your brain. This is called neurocysticercosis. Cysts in the brain can lead to seizures, headaches, confusion, brain swelling, and even death. So, that little diet pill could literally give you a fatal brain disease. Suddenly, a tight corset doesn't seem so bad, does it? Okay, so let's say you've done the unthinkable. You swallowed the pill. You have a 20-foot parasite living in your gut, and now you want it out. How did the Victorians propose to get rid of it? This part is just as bizarre as the diet itself. There were special remedies, often containing dangerous poisons or purgatives that were supposed to kill the worm and force it out. These could be just as harmful as the worm itself. But there were also some truly strange folk methods. One popular and completely unproven idea was to lure the worm out. The person would sit with their mouth open in front of a bowl of warm milk or food. The theory was that the tapeworm, supposedly starving, would smell the food and crawl at the person's digestive tract and out of their mouth to get it. I can't even begin to tell you how medically inaccurate that is. A tapeworm is attached to your intestine. It has no sense of smell, and it's not just going to decide to go on an adventure up your esophagus for a snack. It's a grotesque image that was more fiction than fact, but it shows the level of desperation and misinformation surrounding weight loss back then. The reality of removing a tapeworm involved strong anti-parasitic medications, which, thankfully, we have today. Back then, it was a much riskier business. So why on earth would anyone even consider this? It comes down to societal pressure. The Victorian ideal of beauty was extreme, and for most people, unattainable through healthy means. This created a market for quick fixes and snake oil salesmen ready to exploit people's desperation. The tapeworm diet, whether real or mostly myth, is a perfect symbol of this. It represents the dangerous lengths people have been willing to go to in the pursuit of what society deems beautiful. And this isn't just a dusty old history lesson. Think about the crazy diet trends we see today. From cotton ball diets to extreme cleanses that promise impossible results. The packaging has changed. We see it on social media instead of in old-timey newspapers. But the core idea is the same. The promise of a fast, easy transformation, often preying on insecurity. The story of the tapeworm diet is a powerful reminder that there is no magic pill for health and wellness. Fad diets are often ineffective and, as we've seen, can be incredibly dangerous. It is crucial to remember that if you are struggling with body image or considering extreme measures for weight loss, there is help available. Please talk to a doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you create a safe and effective plan that works for your body. Your health is so much more important than fitting into a specific beauty standard, whether it's a Victorian corset or a modern-day trend. The tapeworm diet remains one of history's most shocking and stomach-turning health fads. It's a morbidly fascinating tale of pseudoscience, desperation, and the dark side of beauty standards. A cautionary tale that thankfully has been left in the past. So next time you see an ad for a weight loss product that sounds too good to be true, just remember the Victorians and their parasitic little friends. Maybe just going for a walk is a better idea. What do you think is the craziest diet trend you've ever heard of? Let me know down in the comments. And if you found this dive into history as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more weird and wonderful stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.